2/3 of the defensive weapons that have protected your homeland have been built.
In a sharply worded exchange with reporters on Wednesday, U.S. Vice President JD Vance delivered a blunt reality check to hardline members of Israel's cabinet who have publicly attacked the emerging U.S.-brokered agreement with Lebanon, warning that such criticism risks undermining the very alliance that underwrites Israel's security. While Vance sidestepped hypothetical questions about whether continued Israeli strikes in Beirut could torpedo the deal,
Is the President of the United States needs to wake up and smell the reality of the situation that country is in. Thank you.
And noted that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has not personally voiced the fury attributed to him in a recent Axios report. He made clear that certain coalition members have crossed a line by leveling personal attacks against President Donald J. Trump. The vice president's message was twofold and unsparing. First, that Trump stands as the only world leader currently sympathetic to Israel's position, and that he happens to lead the global superpower. Second, and more concretely, Vance underscored the staggering scale of U.S. military support, revealing that over the past 3 months alone, fully 2/3 of the defensive weapons protecting Israeli territory were built by American hands and paid for by American taxpayers. He did not specify the dollar value of those shipments, but the statistic was clearly intended to remind Jerusalem's decision-makers of their asymmetric dependence on Washington's logistical and financial backing, warning that any Israeli official who views the U.S. president as their country's biggest problem needs to wake up and smell the reality of the perilous situation Israel faces. Vance effectively tied continued U.S. cooperation to political deference, signaling that while the administration remains committed to Israel's defense, it will not tolerate public defiance from the very officials it arms and protects. The remarks, which are likely to intensify friction between the White House and right-wing factions in Netanyahu's coalition, come as American diplomats push to finalize the Lebanon arrangement, and they underscore a pivotal moment in bilateral relations. Washington is prepared to be Israel's staunchest ally, but it expects that partnership to be met with respect, not recrimination.